Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Christians often criticize Muslims for oppressing their women and forcing them to cover their bodies.
Denmark has banned the wearing of face veils in public, joining France and other
European.
Absolutely
Ridiculous that people should choose to go around looking like letterboxes.
But what does the Bible have to say about that? According to 1 Corinthians chapter 11, but I want you to understand that the head of every man is Christ. The head of a wife is her husband, and the head of Christ is God. Every man who prays or prophesies with his head covered dishonors his head. But every woman who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head, since it is the same as if her head were shaven. Judge for yourselves. Is it proper for a woman to pray to God with head uncovered? The 2nd century Christian theologian Hippolytus said in his apostolic tradition, "And let all the women have their heads covered with an opaque cloth, not with a veil of thin linen, for this is not a true covering." The father of Latin Christianity, Tertullian, writes in his On the Veiling of Virgins, "How severe a chastisement will they likewise deserve, who during the Psalms and at any mention of God remain uncovered, even when about to spend time in prayer itself, with utmost readiness, they place a fringe, tuft, or any thread, whatever on the crown of their heads, and suppose themselves to be covered." It is clear that Christians believed in women covering their hair from the time of Jesus until recently. However, unlike Muslims, Christians abandoned following the teachings of Jesus in order to fit in with modern society. It is time for Christians to recognize that Islam's teachings are the true representation of the gospel of Christ.
The Muslims are more Christian than the Christian themselves.